Kev, a point at home, just sum up that one for me.
Yeah, it was first and foremost, we didn't lose the game, which was great. Coming off the back of the Halifax away win, having the game cancelled, we knew today we couldn't afford to lose the football match. But on reflection, we've just been going through it in the office there. Could have lost it or won it at the end of the game, but I think overall, analysing, summarising the game, we should have won the football match. We've dominated. Just looked at the stats there. We had 70% possession, 48 final third entries, almost double what they had, 12 corners. So the stats don't lie. We should have won the football match, as simple as that. So, I think they only entered our box for the goal. I think that was their first time they entered our box and scored. So disappointed to concede it, but the lads showed great character, great spirit, the fight, desire to get back into the game, and we did that. And they, towards the end, when they've got players like Pereira and Hill on the bench who can come on, they're good players. They kind of had a couple of opportunities that could have scored, but then so did we. So, a point, I wouldn't say it's a fair result, but I'm delighted we haven't lost the game. But in the end, we probably, maybe could have lost it, but we could have won it.
Does it fill you with confidence to see us sort of those stats and playing like that?
Yeah, I think, I've come in here many times after games and said that we've, our stats, we've controlled possession, played some really good stuff. We worked on it during the week in our patterns of play, and it worked today. And, we had to be very disciplined in our shape. And we just, we got in some really good areas again today. But, as I've said many a times, just in that final third at times we let ourselves down. But we have to keep believing. We have to keep doing what we're doing and keep getting in those right areas. But we've shown this season that we can go toe to toe with anyone on any given day. We've already shown that. They're a good side. They've got some good players. But ultimately we were the home side today, home team that we wanted to win because of where we are in the league. But ultimately we didn't lose. So it's 2 games now undefeated, with another home game coming up against Boston on Tuesday, which will be another challenge for us, but another opportunity to try and get some points on the board.
Will Hugo got his first Fylde goal, and it was quite the finish. Just talk to me about that goal for a start and him today.
Yeah, I think Will was outstanding today, wasn't he? He's one of many that were very good today, but he stood out. I've had him in and out the side in the last few weeks. I thought it was the right thing to do. He come in, he started brilliant. He had a little dip in form. He's a young lad. It happens. We took him out and then we put him back in. And today he was awesome. And we did kind of like a fun shooting session yesterday, and I think Will only scored probably 1 or 2 goals over about 50 shots. And I said to him today, that's your 3rd goal in about 51 shots in 2 days, and he just laughed. But it was a fantastic strike. He's gutted because he didn't get his second when he cut in on his left and ballooned it over the bar. But he was excellent today. He was awesome. His energy, his work rate is fantastic, and it's important now that he rests up, ready to go again Tuesday.
We saw Corey Whelan forced off. Is there an update on him, and how is he?
Yeah, he's sore. I think one of their players landed on his neck. So it's one of those, we'll just assess it overnight, see how he is tomorrow, and take it from there, really. So I can't really say much more about it. But Corey, he didn't want to come off. It just shows you the type of character he is. But I think for his health and safety, we had to take him off. But knowing Corey, he'll be fine for Tuesday.
And just finally on that Tuesday game, it's a quick turnaround and a massive game. Just how do we sort of approach that with such a quick turnaround? Yeah,
well, we've been used to it. The biggest message for me was confidence is high. I said to the players before, I've sensed a really good atmosphere amongst the group, a really good energy, and I think you saw that today in the game. You saw it at Halifax. I think you saw it in the Oldham game. We certainly don't look like a team that's 3rd from bottom in the league. So, of course, we need to turn it around and get points. But the biggest thing now is recovery. It is a quick turnaround. Luckily, we're at home. We haven't got a long travel. So the lads need to prepare individually and do things right. And then when we report back Monday, we'll do what we need to do to prepare for Boston, who again will be coming looking. They're in their predicament. They'll want to try and pick points up. So we need to be ready for it. But ultimately, if we can perform like we did today at the same levels, we have a really good chance of getting some points from it.